possession of power, they dehumanize. They have a tendency to dehumanize. You must combat that. That must be neutralized by practice of values, spirituality. For want of a better word, it may say, the culture of the inner man. This is what a teacher would inspire the students about. I was just reading a very interesting book by a person who's perhaps in Professor Bagchi's field. Raymond Kurzweil was himself teaching in Harvard. He was a software man who wrote a book recently. I don't know whether it's published. It's expected to be released in October. It's called A Fantastic Voyage. The book is called A Fantastic Voyage. And the subtitle of that book is Live Long Enough to Live Forever. He says if a human being can manage to live up to the end of the century, he can live forever. Science, new biology, the stem cell research, and micro-robotics, nanotechnology, all this will make it possible for every cell to be recreated from man's own body and placed back into the system. The system like the motor vehicle that Mr. Hari was mentioning, physically could be. He was speaking of the spiritual vehicle. Of course, Kurzweil also wrote a book called The Age of Spiritual Machines. And as he said, the physical body could be renewed like that. Days are greatly exciting, provided we have a sense of social commitment. Science will bring enormous prosperity. The prosperity will be limitless, but how we manage success is more difficult to manage than failure. And if you teach your children how to manage success, you have done a great service to the country. Thank you very much for your patience.
Proportionately large. I am honored to be here with all of you to share your joy and your hopes. As teachers, on behalf of all the lives that you will touch, I have a few things to ask of you. It's going to be a somewhat long and unusual list, so I seek your indulgence. Here goes my list. First, teacher, I pray to you that you teach me the value of inclusion. The people who will write my textbooks, the ones who prescribe the syllabi, will never tell me how important inclusion is for me to do well in life. Without the sense of inclusion, I will not know that boundaries are meant to be pushed, not to be lived in. Take, for example, the fact that I clean my own house, but I empty the garbage on the road. That is because the road is not, quote-unquote, included in what I deem to be my own. I feed my own child, but I do not inquire if the maid has eaten today. Her hunger is not included in my hunger. I take my child to a movie, but I do not ask him to call the neighbor's child. That child's sense of seclusion is outside my zone of parenting. So teacher, teach me inclusion. I pray to you to teach me to communicate. More I am caught in the rat race of common entrance tests and cutthroat subsequent competition. Everyone will tell me that my survival depends on my power to impress. In that urge, more I impress, less I will communicate. Teach me to speak and to be able to write in a manner that I'm able to convey how I feel. Teach me to communicate with the simplicity of the child and the nakedness of the flower. Teach me to communicate with those who cannot speak and hear. Teach me to communicate with people less gifted, less privileged than I am. Teach me to communicate with those who have come before me and those who will follow. Teach me to communicate with things animate and inanimate. Teacher, I pray to you to teach me to understand the nature of things. Teach me sense-making in an increasingly senseless world. Teach me not just what is good and what is bad, I may not always be lucky to be in situations that will be simply either black or white. In a world in which gods will have feet of clay and godmen will be more men and less God, teach me how to make sense of things such that I am able to see the larger picture. I am able to understand things around me without the intermediation of soothsayers and spiritual gurus. Teach me such that I am able to and willing to receive inputs from everywhere and wisdom from some. But in moments of crisis, teach me such that I am able to come to my own conclusion. As you teach me to deal with moments of crisis, teacher, teach me how to come out of them without residual toxicity. For there will be moments in my life when I will see the failing of those who I have admired. I will see cracks in the walls of those who have taught me the meaning of strength and solidity. In those difficult moments, I should know that sometimes situations make people who they are. Teach me such that cynicism does not impair my power to behold the beautiful creation of which the human nature is one part. I pray to you to make me to learn. More than that, teacher, teach me how can I learn to learn. As you prepare me for the wide world in which I need to fend for myself and fend for others, one-time learning will not be good enough. I will have to have the ability to learn newer things and more difficult things. Some of it I will learn, some of it I'll need to learn in an increasingly lesser time. In all this, what will become critical is the process of learning itself, more than just what I am able to learn. Help me to learn newer ways to learn, and that will make learning a joy for me. As you teach me to learn how to learn, I pray to you to teach me to learn from unusual sources. Teach me how I can learn from small people. As people come and touch my lives, as they do small things for me, teach me how I can learn from them things no classroom will ever teach me. Teach me to learn the sense of duty from the driver of the school van who must rise every day before I rise. Teach me to learn compassion from the sisters of missionaries of charity in whose fragile arms even death can slip like a baby. Teach me to learn contentment from the traffic policeman who is paid to inhale carbon monoxide for the 76,800 hours of his life that he has to stand in the middle of the road. And teach me to learn to work unsupervised like the ant and the bee who do not need anybody to breathe down their neck, so they add value each new day as they wake up to work.